But first, the Dow Jones Industrials, they notched their biggest weekly gain since March as housing starts rise and IBM improves its profit outlook. For more details, let's go to Deborah Coskren at NYSE. Deborah?
Thanks a lot, Pim. And yes, some pretty impressive gains for our major averages this week. The Dow Jones Industrial average up 7.3%. As Pim was talking about, best weekly gain since March. The S&P up almost 7%, up 6.97% for the week. And the NASDAQ as well, posting a pretty hefty gain, up 7.44%. And the thing that we were talking about this week was earnings. We got the week started with a lot of gains, as Meredith Whitney talking about Goldman Sachs. She said they would beat their estimates, also saying that a lot of the bank stocks would rally, that we would see a rally there. And certainly what we did see throughout most of the week was a pretty good rally going on Friday, a little bit tenuous there. We had a little bit of a mixed market. Major averages, though, year to date, with the kind of impressive numbers that we saw for the week, really kind of changes what we see year to date. The Dow Jones Industrial Average still down 0.37% year to date, but the S&P now up 4% for the year. The NASDAQ up almost 20%, as you can see, up 19.63% for the year. And this week, as I was talking about, it was all about earnings. That led all 24 industry groups in the S&P 500 higher. The biggest gainers for the week were semiconductors, and this was really after Intel releasing earnings and their revenue top forecast. The company also saying that PC makers are boosting orders for chips in anticipation of increasing demand in the second half of the year. That gave a lot of life to many of the semiconductors for the week. And also next week, as we're talking about all the earnings this week. Well, next week we have 12 companies in the Dow Jones Industrial Average to be releasing their earnings. 151 companies in the S&P will be releasing those earnings, and technology names will also be in the spotlight. Then we get Yahoo and Microsoft releasing their earnings, along with Apple as well. And after months of talks, Bloomberg has learned that Microsoft and Yahoo are close to signing a partnership. That deal could close as early as next week. The two would collaborate on internet search technology and advertising. And in Friday's session, of course, we had some earnings that we were reacting to. IBM and Google, the hot topics. Google's revenue slowing down as more companies cut back on internet search ads, but IBM doing quite well, a healthy gain after raising its estimates. That's it from here, Pim. Now back to you in the studio.
Thank you very much, Deborah.